China approved another 200 billion quota to the RQ fee scheme. What do you make of the move?
I think it's all part of China's ongoing development and opening up of the markets, basically. So it's of a piece with everything that's taken place over the last 10 years, really. It's just one more step along the road.
How is it changing the way business is done now that there is a freer capital flow in and out of China under the scheme?
Well, I think gradually businesses in Hong Kong, in Europe, in North America are focusing on China as a market that they can raise assets from as well as deploy assets into. Now, RQ fee obviously is inward as opposed to outward, but it's all part, again, you know, going back to that point, it's all part of the process of liberalization, financial liberalization in China, and it all helps businesses outside of China take notice. And that's very, very important, obviously.
What the market is noticing right now is volatility. So what is the strong reason why people should be putting in money in China?
Well, I think obviously it's by valuation standards, if you believe, I'm not a market pundit obviously, but if you believe that below 2000 the Shanghai Composite represents good value, then the timing of this RQ fee block, dependent upon obviously how much the Chinese authorities allow to be invested in equities, which is by no means certain at this stage, but this represents an excellent opportunity to buy into the Shanghai market. You know, if you believe that the Shanghai market is cheap. Obviously there are commentators who would argue against that, but I think if you're a China bull, this is a great opportunity for you.
There's a lot of competition in the market among participants in the offshore industry. How do you see this develop as we go into 2013?
The interplay between the domestic and the offshore. Well, I think China, obviously, because of the barriers to entry and the barriers to exit, always represents a challenge for international investors, because you have to learn a lot of procedural matters before you can actually invest, and then you're putting yourself at the mercy, if you like, of authorities in China who can change the rules on you. And so China, whilst it has closed capital accounts and closed markets, is always going to be a secondary consideration for most investors. They're always going to prefer to invest in the more liquid markets, the ones that they feel are more transparent and easy to understand. So that's always going to be the case with the A-share market until, as will inevitably happen at some point in the near future, China opens up these markets to the free flow of capital.